According to a recent survey by the Pew Research Centre, 70% of Europeans believe that a British vote to leave the EU in next week's referendum would be bad for the Union. A separate survey suggests nearly 4 out of 5 Germans want the UK to remain in the bloc, but half thought a Brexit wouldn't affect the EU's economy. This man says if the British think it's in their favour to leave the EU, then they have to take that road. Despite widespread Euroscepticism in Austria, surveys have suggested around 70% are in favour of their country remaining in the EU. As for the UK's position, I'd advise the British to stay. Otherwise, all the work that's been done during the past decade, well actually decades, will have been for nothing. Norway's often been mentioned in the referendum campaign as a possible future model for Britain outside the EU. Some think Brussels wouldn't be able to ignore the UK.
I don't think it will make that big a difference because being the second biggest economy of Europe, the European community will have to integrate the UK anyway.
Fewer Italians than other nationals surveyed think a Brexit would hurt the EU, although a clear majority still agree with the statement. The country remains relatively pro-European. It's a choice that belongs to each population, each country. I mean, we're in a democracy. However, this Brexit will cause troubles to everyone remaining in the European Union, and that makes sense because we'll lose a pretty important piece of the EU. The Pew survey found that Euroscepticism is on the rise across Europe and that the EU is again experiencing a sharp dip in support among its largest member states.